Finally, The Rock has come back. Got a little lather going. I got this old beat up truck. It's been a mess the last couple days. Sorry I'm late, people. But I'm here. Better late than never, right? One of them weeks, people. One of them weeks. How is everybody? How's everybody doing? What's up, Lord Nova? So what do you think about all the talk? Did you guys hear Vander esch is officially out for the year? And CJ Goodwin was put on IR for the year. I don't know the details too much about CJ. It's not too bad. I'm outside, Logan. A little breezy. What's up, Raymond? How are you, buddy? CJ, I don't know. Something tells me they needed a roster spot. I know he had it. I believe it was a knee injury. I think our special teams are fine. I think we might have seen the last of CJ. Thank you, CJ. Yeah, LVE is probably done for his career, but I'm not going to, if I had to guess, I don't know his contract situation. I didn't have time to look it up. I can look it up when I get home. So, yeah. What up, Brad Harris? How are you, buddy? I got flagged for that video I did on Sunday. Very upsetting because I really loved the video that I it was a YouTube video that was already published. So why did I couldn't show a clip? I don't know. I guess because it had NFL film stuff, but it was already. But I didn't vet it, so maybe it had got flagged when it was published. So that sucks. So that whole live stream. What up, Hamid? That whole live stream gives me a big fat 0. So I got to stop doing that. You know what I need to do, but I don't have enough time, is to edit some cool video and make my own stuff. But we work for a living, right? So that opening with Emmitt Smith and them, I got flagged. It sucks because it gave me goosebumps. But yeah, Game Time, I agree with your thought on Brandon Cooks. Hey, what's up, Chase? How are you, buddy? Yeah. I get hit for 40 seconds in a 10-hour live stream. Yeah, well, I was an idiot, Mark. There's a couple drops I need to get rid of. One said money. So I'm thinking it's that Jerry Maguire clip. Show me the money. It's literally 5 seconds. And it's not a video. Or there's when I got a super chat. But the beginning of my video, Mark, I had a 5-minute clip of old. It was a previous NFL. It wasn't NFL Films. It was somebody who put it on their YouTube channel. So I screen shared it from 1993 that got hit. So it won't even let me do anything to it. They just cut it out. So my video now, if you go into my live stream from Sunday, it literally starts out like 6 minutes in, which is fine. But since they edited it, I've had like 77 views. I had almost 800 views. So it's just annoying. I lost like about 11.5 watch hours. So that sucks. Live and learn. I don't have a lot of time to edit stuff. I'm kind of like Mark. The only thing with Mark can, sit down and do it if he really, really, really needs to. I'm working for somebody else here. I got to do my videos when I could do them. But anyway, enough about me. What's up, Thomas? So, listen. Again, this is going to be a little controversial. Mark Holmes think we should go after Stephon Diggs. What's your thoughts, Brian? Chase, I've already said at the beginning of the year that was my number one guy that I wanted. Now, man, we got too much stuff we need to do. I think Stephon Diggs is a luxury that I don't think we could play with him. And we just saw Brandon Cooks go off. Yeah, Dak delusional fan. I agree with you. I'm not saying never, never. Do you know when we'll get him? We'll get him when, at the tail end of his career when he's not as good as he is now. That's when we'll get him. So you're not re-signing Cooks. If we're not re-signing Cooks, then I'm down with it. Okay. See, that's what you're saying, Mark. Uh, Thomas says if Stefan is there, get him. We still got to. Let's just stop for a minute. We got three contracts that we need to do. We need to. His CD is going to set the market now. Do you see what he's saying? I'm not saying he don't deserve it. He's just, you do the math. He's going to set the market. Now, we can mess with the numbers at the top of the contract. That's fine. He's setting the market now. So, we got Micah. And we got Dak to resign. Oh, I didn't say go get him. What do you think the corner that was cut by the Patriots? Somebody's going to get him. You or the Cowboys won't have an opportunity. There's obviously something there, but he's a big talent, and it starts at the bottom, Hamid. So teams like Arizona or Carolina, Arizona, and then so on. An 8-1 team isn't going to get him unless nobody else wants him. You're literally at the bottom of the list. What do you think that? Okay. What up, Anthony Chavez? How are you, man? Big money coming down the pike. Exactly. Who gonna? You gonna pay? Yeah, I expect them to pay CD and Parsons. Once you extend these guys, you could. Actually, it's not too bad. The quarterback. What's up, Warmack? Just a busy time. I switched routes a few months ago, and it's a lot nicer area, but it's a lot more mail. More money means more stuff to deliver. I saw Patrick Sertan, two almost go to the Eagles, but Eagles 49ers fight with us to get him. I Dak is going to get paid less money, so we should be good. Chase, not going there. He ain't taking less money. Once they extend Dak, free up more money. Lord Nova, I get it. Again, his agent's talking a 3-year deal. It's hard to hide money in a 3-year deal. So, unless, I mean, I don't know. Maybe you could add a couple void years, but the player has to agree to it. Because then that opens up to restructure and kickers in the contract. I don't know. Like, when it happens, it happens. Dak's contract situation from the start of his career has been nothing but an annoyance for me because I don't control what they do. A cat boy and his father do what they want anyway. So I look at the Trey Lance deal as Dak's either going to take their deal or isn't going to be here. Exactly, Hamid. And Eagle fans like it. I don't blame you. Brian and Mark, what y'all thought of talking that say that Dak is the MVP of the league? Do it against the Eagles. Do it against the well. He has put up good numbers against the Eagles. But okay, you want to be the MVP? This is how you do it, Dak. This is how you do it. You're a favorite this week, big time. You're a 10-point favorite or 11 on the road. I expect you. Yeah, it does, Anthony. You're right. I expect you to win. Beating Carolina and putting up big numbers, what's up, Elena, is not impressive. That's your job. Coming home against the left-hand up divisional rival, Washington left-hand ups. You got to do it there. You can't just eke out an ugly win. We've struggled on Thanksgiving. Washington is playing better regardless of their losses past week. You got to do it there. You're going to be a favorite. Okay? The following week, you're at home against Seattle. You're going to be a favorite. You got to do it there. And then, oh, by the way, you're going to be a favorite at home against the Eagles. You need to run through those 4 teams, okay? Then you need to go on the road and play good in Buffalo and Miami. You don't have to win them both. You have to play really good in both games, out in the cold. You put up the same kind of numbers on the road, win or lose. Now we're talking. Don't talk. I'm just tired of everybody want to talk MVP after beating the Giants. They're pathetic. And I'm glad he did it. And I'm happy for Dak. And I think our offense is running great. But do you know what the turning point of this season was? Was the bye week. The bye week. I don't care who's watching this that doesn't like Brian Broaddus or thinks they know more than Brian Broaddus or doesn't, whatever. I'm sorry that you're butthurt, but it has come out that CD marched his butt in with the quarterback, Dak Prescott, in a room, and they worked it out. And shout out to Mike McCarthy. Shout out to McCarthy for changing the offense. The offense is totally different than when it was at the beginning of the year. That dink and dunk, non-throwing the ball down the field, a quick slant. We don't want to throw an interception, a.k.a. overcorrecting bullshit, because that's what it was. Mike McCarthy way overcorrected, and that was the problem. Do you guys remember when CD was on the sideline away from his teammates? That was about as demonstrative as he's ever been. Okay? Him and Dak, it is now reported that him and Dak during the bye week went into a room, came up with a plan, and McCarthy bought it and was willing to change. And what you're seeing now is Dak making McCarthy be more relaxed and relieved that Dak can not be throwing interceptions like he was last year. Let's not forget a lot of the reasons why. He pushed himself to get back from injury last year. He played with a pin in his thumb, his throwing thumb, all year. Okay, it was swollen for the whole year after the surgery. Even when he came back, he was throwing with a swollen thumb. We didn't use it as an excuse. We still went on the road and won a playoff game. I don't care what anybody else thinks about it. That was impressive. I would have loved to have gone on the road and beat the Niners. Didn't happen. Everything went bad, including Dak's play in that game. Last year is last year. You see what's happening now, okay? You saw the train wreck of Josh Allen last night. Now, they fired the coordinator, and Mark threw out a statement last week. Basically saying, who would you pick? Well, you got to look at Allen is younger, more athletic, but way more reckless with the ball. I don't know if it's the offense, but he's always been that way. I said Josh Allen. Okay, if Dak's going to play the way he played against the Giants and the week before, against the Eagles, then obviously I'll take Dak. But obviously. You asked me a split-second question. I think Josh Allen's really good. I think he's a little careless with the ball. Ronnie, run the table, Cowboys. Ronnie, if Dak wants the MVP, he don't have to run the table. But he can't lose more than one more game the rest of the year. You want the MVP? You get one more loss. Maybe two. Maybe two if the Eagles crap the bed. Because you can't get the MVP if you don't win your division. All right? You can't get the MVP, in my opinion, if you don't win the division. I think you can win a division with one more loss the rest of the year. Two more losses, now you need the Eagles to lose 3. Right? At least 3. I don't see the Eagles losing more than 3 more. Maybe 4 more. 4 more tops. Obviously, anything can happen, But, you know, I just think it's funny we're talking MVP after the Giants game. You know, hell of a game. Hell of a game. Where was that? Chase, what's up, buddy? Brian Markums is the only Cowboy fan on earth that would take Dak over Josh Allen. I think Quentin, I think you, because you're not biased when it comes to a Prescott like Holmes is. I love Dak. Again, I'm done talking about Dak versus this or Dak and contract. It's not fun for me to talk about it. I don't do the contract. I don't need to talk about it. You guys can talk about it. E-Turds are losing to KC, Buffalo, and us for sure. Brad, I think they're going to lose to Kansas City, but I think that's a really close game either way. They can beat Kansas City. But if they do indeed lose to Andy Reid, who's unbelievable. Yeah, this is the old school mail truck today. Normally I have my newfangled Mercedes, but it's giving me issues. It broke down on me yesterday. That's why I couldn't do a lunchtime chat yesterday. So, Eagles will lose 2 more games. Yeah, Anthony Chavez. That's what I'm saying. I don't know how many you're going to lose. They literally, what's up, Blue Virus? They literally end up with a real easy schedule. Their tough part is coming up now. The next 5 games are the, where they need to lose 4. If you lose 4, then we're cooking with gas. So, but I'm not worried about the Eagles at this point. Like I told Mark, win these next 4, including the Philly game, and then find a way to split in Miami or Buffalo. I'd like for you to win them both, but I think that's a lot to ask. Just give me one. So now you're looking at, if we win the next 4, that's a 10-3. Now we're 10-4 if we lose 1. Or no. What are we, 6-3 right now? So you figure tomorrow it's 7-3, 8-3. Yeah, we win the next 4, we're 10-3. We have to split the Buffalo Miami. So that will be 11-4, and then we have to beat Detroit at home. We beat Detroit at home. We're 12-4 going into the left-hand ups, and we're playing for number 1, and maybe. Yeah, everything's moving quick now. Let me go back and read some of your stuff. I think the Eagles will lose to Seattle, Brian. I think we lose to Seattle. Chase, if we lose to Seattle, then it's over for the division. And the whole Dak MVP thing, you can't lose to Seattle at home. I don't care. What's up, Ruben Walls? How are you, buddy? Watch out for the Lions and the 49ers. Yeah, Logan. Definitely. Lions are going to have a better record than probably both of us, just because their schedule stinks. The Arizona game is going to hurt. Yeah. Well, they finally got their second win with Kyler. Logan, I can tell you the future, and you guys are done for. Brad, yeah. Ronnie, what up? Bills do stink, but we got to go in there in December. I don't know that I think we have won once in Buffalo. A long time. Bottom line is Linda Conyers is in the house. Hey, Linda. Dallas needs to win, and the Eagles need to win, and you don't have to worry about it. Another team losing, don't bet on the Eagles just showing up and not competing. Yeah, that's what I said. We have to worry about ourselves. But we can look ahead a little bit and guess. I think... Sorry, everybody. I dropped you. I think we can lose to Seattle. Wait. I think we lose to the Seahawks in Seattle, to be honest. I'll have to go over. Like I said, I'm sorry, guys, and I haven't had much time to do a lot of anything. I'm going to probably stream the Thursday night game, so we could talk there. I should be able to do a lunchtime live tomorrow. Hopefully I get my mail truck back, but probably not. We're currently 3 seed playing 6, which is, Quentin. Yeah, right. Exactly. Go in and beat the Niners in San Fran. You want MVP? Oh, you guys talking MVP for Dak? Now go get me a road playoff game against San Fran. The last 2 times we played them in the playoffs, we gave up 19 points and 20 points, I think. That should be good enough to win. You want MVP? Go win. Go win it. I know it's a regular season trophy, but fine then. Fine. I want Eagles at home. I want Seattle at home. I want Miami on the road. I want Buffalo. If everybody's saying how bad Buffalo is now, right? And how ass Josh Allen is, everybody's talking about how horrible they are. We should go in and beat Buffalo, right? David Cowboy, what up? Are we able to go in and beat Buffalo, David? Exactly. But, I mean, we can't move. Listen, people, we cannot move the goal line to fit our narrative. If we don't go in and beat Josh Allen and Dak don't go in and outplay him, then shut up about the MVP. Stop. Philly might be second, LOL. You got to beat the best teams to be MVP. That's how I feel. There's no hate. I love Dak, but we're just looking at numbers now against bad teams. Let's look at who we beat this year. Name me a good team that we beat so far. And I'm being honest. I'm a Cowboy fan. You play who's on your schedule, but we're talking MVP. What's our signature win right now? Philly? No, we lost that one. What's our signature win, people? What up, Hulk? You help me out. I'm serious. You help me out. What's our signature win? We opened up in New York Giants. Now, we've known how horrible they are. Okay, so we beat the Chargers. What's the Chargers record? That's our signature win. We beat Kellen Moore. That's what I'm saying, Devil Dog. Again, you play who's on your schedule. But if we're starting to bring up MVPs, where's our signature win? I'm listening. Who is it? That's right. We went into Arizona and beat their... Oh, wait. We lost. We lost to Arizona. Okay. We went into San Francisco and got revenge for the playoff game, didn't we? No, we did not. We got blown out of the building. Never in the game. Worse than both playoff games. I'm waiting, people. Yeah, I know that, Lord Nova. I'm only trying to say, slow down with the MVP talk. It's a little embarrassing. A little bit. A little bit. And I would say that to Jalen Hurts or anybody right now. Put your head in the playbook. Watch some film and finish the race. Then we could talk MVP. Give me 13 wins, Dak. If you get me to 13 this year, we're winning the division, in my opinion. So, how far are we away from 13? Well, if we have 6, that means we need 7 more. So that would mean, how many games we got left? We would have to, we have 8 left, right? Because we're 6 and 3 is 9. We have 8 games left. So we got to go 7-1 in order to win a division. So that's what we need, Coyote. That's why when I said this is the time, if they shit the bed in these next 4 games, stop. We need to stop and just wait for the playoffs. Now, all this said and done, it's all about the playoffs anyway. I got news for you. You know who's going to be the biggest laughing stock if Dak goes to the playoff after we find out that he wins the MVP because he goes on a friggin' bender and starts like going off in each game, and then we lose in the first round in the playoff. Could you imagine that? Could you imagine that empty MVP? They would be like, "Oh my God, Dak Prescott choked." That's what they would say. Wins equals accolades. Yes, indeed. I think everyone needs to slow down. We just need to get the playoffs and try to win it all. Blue virus. There it is. Again, I hope, you know what the MVP I want? Mark knows this. I want the Super Bowl MVP. That's the MVP that I want him to win. Beating bad NFC East teams and putting up good numbers, we lost to the Eagles. We lost. For whatever reason, we were in position to win, and we didn't win the game. I know, Linda, but you know it's all about the playoffs. And you know how hard it is. The Eagles were the number one seed last year. I got news for you, Linda. If you want to get back to the Super Bowl, the Eagles have to. Not they should or you hope. They have to be the number one seed. With how your defense is, you need that crowd. We agree, David Cowboy. But I'm in the minority with certain people on YouTube. So, whatever. You have to, Logan. Your defense isn't going to get much better the rest of the year. And Brian, Blue Virus, to be honest, we beat those Eagles, those damn refs. They got us. Again, Virus, I hear what you're saying, but it don't mean nothing when we have an L. How we would have beat the Eagles is if we would have somehow made a miraculous play like we did this past week against the Giants. And, I like where we're going. I like where we're going, people. I really do. I'm just saying, you want to talk MVPs, we have a long way to go here. MVP, you got to win the East. The Eagles are 11-1 in the last 12 games on away games. Again, Linda, you don't want to go on the road in the playoffs. Just look. Don't believe me. Look at the numbers. Especially with that defense you have. It's not very good. What's up, Bry Guy? How are you? That's what they used to call me. It's Bry Guy. We were on a 6-yard line with 20 seconds left against Philly. Take accountability. Quentin, those are the games you got to win if you want to win MVP. You were the favorite to win. The live odds has switched from 83 or 86% to Philly to 68%. The Cowboys were the favorite to win the game with 21 seconds left. That was a live odd. You could literally place that bet, and you would have been the favorite. You could have bet the Eagles as a big underdog. So think about that. Linda, can't poo-poo 8-1. No, nobody's poo-pooing it. I'm just saying, if you want to win, get to the Super Bowl, the way to do it isn't to have to go into Detroit or into Dallas. Because I'm telling you, if we end up with the 1 seed, which I don't see the path for with the Lions, I do see a path. We got to go undefeated. Hey, my fellow Dallas fans, you want the 1 seed? Don't lose again. That's hard to do. That would be MVP worthy. And go 14-3 and win your last 9 games heading into the playoffs. Now you're cooking with gas. So that's what I would say. But what's today? Wednesday? Yeah, I don't see nothing going on tonight. I'll do another lunchtime chat tomorrow. And Thursday I'm off. So I have a day off Thursday. So I'm sure I'll do some stuff during the day on here, do some sort of live on Thursday. And then I'll roll into the Thursday night game. It's Taco Tuesday, David. He got lucky with that Super Bowl. It was rigged. Yeah, I work with a lot of guys, Brad, who think that the NFL orchestrated the wet field on purpose. They orchestrated the wet field on purpose. They didn't want the Eagles to win. I literally got a guy I work with, John. He said they wanted Kansas City to win. They didn't want the Eagles to win, so they wet the field down. George Toma, he works for Kansas City. He's in charge of the fields. I just don't. There you go. See? He ain't alone. Logan thinks it was rigged. I guess the fumble by Jalen Hurts that went for a touchdown the other way at the end of the game, that was rigged. He was part of it. All right, everybody. It's past my time. I'll talk to everybody.